Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, African Gypsy. My name is Sunshine, and this is a reading for the star sign Libra for the month of November. Now, just to tell you a bit about myself, I'm a clairvoyant. That means I see visions. I'm clairaudient. I hear sounds and messages, and I'm an empath. So I might have a speech pattern during the reading. I might speak as if I'm you or as if I'm the other person. And I'm a distance energy healer, born that way, and I love it. And I love healing. I love all of you guys. Now, enough about me. Gets to our Libra for the month of November. As I was shuffling these cards and meditating on the Libra reading, I got a message that there's a mutual attraction on the cards for some of our Libras. Some of our Libras are meeting people who are equally matched to them. You know, the person who was born to love you, the born who was programmed to love you with all your Libra-ness. Ooh, we've got another jumper. And this relationship could be a victory for some sorts. And for a few of you, I feel that there's going to be some strong communication coming through in the month of November. Do remember that we've got 5 planets in retrograde, including Mercury, which rules communication. So you want to dot your I's and cross your T's when it comes to communication, and hold off on signing any documents and stuff like that until at least after the 16th of November this month. Then after that, things go a bit more direct. You can revisit those contracts. Because if you sign anything like before then, like now, chances are you might need to revisit the signatures and all of that. Right, so now, what does Libra need to know? I call forth Libras, guides, fairies, ancestors to come through this reading. A special mention to Scylla, to the grandmasters of the game. Game time, how you doing? Erin, how you doing? Marine, love all of the support, love you guys, love you true. Okay, so Libra, someone is giving you money. There's someone who's very charming and generous, who wants to give you some money. And this person is not a person that you need to beg for money. You know, the money just comes either way. You just ask them and they're like, no, why didn't you come to me sooner? I could have totally sorted this out for you. There's no need for you to worry at all. And crossing your path for a few Libras, there may be death of someone close to you or of a pet. You may have lost a pet, or whether it's loss or death of a pet has gone away or it's just not there anymore. Or it could be the loss of someone in your life. I feel that these are, this is an inevitable progression of events. There's nothing you could have done differently to stop this death. It was going to happen. It's just like dominoes. It was bound to happen because our tower came out reversed. So for me, this tells me that there could be passing on of someone. And being told that there's some cataclysmic changes. And for a few of you, some unforeseen obstacles that you had no way of possibly circumventing. Even if you look at the matter, excuse me, 100 different times, there was nothing you could have done differently to save the situation or to make it come out differently. It was already written that way. And for a couple of others, oh, my nose is itching. Someone wants to book a personal reading. Yeah, is that you? I look forward to doing a personal reading. My nose itches whenever someone is looking for me to do a reading. Okay. I feel that there's some shocking news that may have come your way, shocking revelations, things that you never thought you're going to hear with your own ears in this lifetime. You've only thought them, but you never heard them vocalized or said by someone else who's outside of your own minds. And the writing was already on the wall. I feel that was an act of God that's coming in, that has come to burn the turrets. You see, these people had built their towers, they've got their turrets, but through an act of God, the sun burns the turrets off and the saboteurs are thrown out and revealed. So some of you, your enemies are being revealed. The people who are fighting you are being revealed. They're being exposed and thrown out so that you can regenerate something new because the foundation is still solid. It's just what you're going to call it that's going to be different. Maybe a relationship where you're like, oh, this is my BFF. And then you find out something, you're like, no, that's not my BFF. Okay, that's just my BF or my F. I don't know how, how it comes about. I see that as your outcome, yeah, there's some heartbreak for a couple of my Libras, heartbreak, some mild depression for a couple of you, where you're thinking about the things that should have happened, what didn't happen the way it should, and you're beating yourself up about it, and you keep thinking about the losses so much that you might not be able to see the new things coming up in the horizons because you're so stuck in the past because of what you've gone through and the sadness. I see as well there's a happy reunion with a long lost friend or relative, someone you haven't seen for the longest time, and it's a very happy reunion because universe balances things out. You're feeling sad, universe will bring in something else to balance the scales a bit. Excuse me. In the past, you were sick and tired of fighting the battle. You were the battle-worn warrior. You got to a point where you're like, what? I am done with fighting. I fight real well. I'm very good at it, but I don't want to fight anymore. I want to put the guns down. My shoulders bruised from carrying this ammunition for so long, and I could do it for 10 more years, but I don't want to do that. I don't want to fight anymore. Let's stop fighting. I just want to let things flow. Let it be. Was it Paul McCartney who sang Let It Be? It could be one of those. In your current circumstance, Libra, you have the power to cause or to influence events in your life. You can make anything happen. I got this for another star sign. Who is it? For Aries. So you've got the power to cause and to influence events in your life. You can get out of that depressed state and decide to choose happiness. Make a conscious decision to choose happiness in your situation. For a couple of years, see, there can be two things coming up for you that you may want to do. It might be business related or otherwise. One is to do with community relations, something that's got good socioeconomic benefits for everyone, and something that's just straight hustle. So you might have to prioritize, like, okay, I'm going to start doing this first, and then I'm going to do that next, and it will work out okay for you. In the future, there's a very important transaction coming in. And like I said earlier, right now, some of you are juggling a situation, but a couple of you are going to want to drop the juggle and say, okay, I'm not juggling these two things anymore. I'm going to drop the juggle and be left with one thing to concentrate on. And I feel that for some of you, there's an important transaction that's giving you benefits that's going to change your life. It's not like winning the lotto kind of money, but like if you get $6,000, you can decide, okay, with this 6,000, I want to do this, and it's going to change my life in marked ways, depending on what use you make of the money. I also see there's some very important written information for someone that needs to be taken care of. You might be, I'm hearing a playwright, Shakespeare. You might be a playwright. I'm hearing playwright. You're working on a play or a script or something like that, and you might have had to change some of the things that you'd initially put in your script because your inspiration has changed and your revelation concerning where the script is going has changed. For someone else, it's a real life script. It's your real life where you've come across some changes and some shocking revelations, and you've had to change how you're going to move forward in the future to adapt. I'm being told to talk to you about flexibility. Be the water. If water is in a glass, it becomes the shape of the glass. If water is in a bottle, it becomes the shape of the bottle. Be the water. You've got seaweed under the sea, and in the sea. It can withstand huge tornadoes. It can withstand a lot of wind, a lot of tempests on the sea because it's flexible. If the wind goes that way, it follows. It goes that way, it follows. It doesn't stand there like, no, I'm seaweed and I'm not going to be shaken by anyone because it will break. So that's the message I'm getting for some of you Libras. Be flexible. Be alive in the moment and be flexible. Your intuition is growing quite a bit. You're getting all these gut feelings. Your instincts are screaming out, get out of this situation, or do this, or don't do that. This is not the time to ignore those very important messages from Spirit. Listen to your gut feeling and conduct yourself with the utmost amount of tact, yes, and diplomacy. Don't just shoot from the hip, and say whatever you think. Weigh your words carefully and, treat your words like bubbles. What is my bubble of words going to land on? What is the effect going to be? What is it going to pop on? That kind of thing. That's what I'm being told to say. I'm being told there's someone who's into cattle ranching, I'm being told to say, and you may have come across a different way to look after your breed. That's what I'm being told. Move with that and use your intuition as well. You might have thought you've locked the paddocks, and then in the middle of the night you're like, no, I need to check the paddocks. I have a feeling that they're not lashed properly. you follow your intuition, you go outside, you check, and you find that, okay, actually, I didn't lock the paddock, so I didn't lock the door, whatever the situation is. Listen to your intuition and follow your dreams. Take time to visualize the life that you do want in as much clear detail as you possibly can. I see you getting a lot of respect from your colleagues as an environmental factor that's going to help you or hinder you. There's a lot of partnership coming in. Some of you might be seeing the number 22 quite a bit. That synchronicity is coming in. For some people, it's duality of purpose, double life, and for some people it's soulmate or union or partnership, a strong emphasis on partnerships in the month of November. I see you getting recognition for your work. You were ready to throw in the towel because you thought no one saw the work you're doing, and you're like, no, I'm done with this, no one even sees the work that I'm doing. But Spirit is saying just hang in there, because I feel that you're going to get recognition even unexpectedly. I'm seeing someone who works in administration. Looks like emergency services. I'm seeing a woman who's quite well built, tall, and she keeps her hair natural. You seem to be wearing some sort of a uniform, like a dark blue uniform with that glow in the dark strip, the reflector strips on the knees. It looks like it could be green sometimes it's orange. I see you working in emergency services somewhere in the world, and you're ready to throw in the towel because you thought that no one sees all the work you're doing, no one recognizes. But Spirit is saying just hang in there. Your efforts are going to be recognized and rewarded unexpectedly. Keep doing good, because that's what you do. You know, the most rewarding work is when you do good when no one else is watching. Not when you're on the stage and when everyone's seeing. The real warriors are the ones who do the fight, who put in the fight when no one else is watching. I'm being told, hang in there, keep doing whatever it is that you're doing. I'm being told that someone wants to study. Someone is in a situation where they used to be a victim of a certain kind of a situation, but they've grown in leaps and bounds, and they want to now study further with emergency services or rescue or first aid or things related that way. I'm hearing like a switchboard, emergency services, how may I direct your call? Keep working at whatever it is that you're doing. I'm hearing a name, Matthew, as well. You might be feeling like giving up on your work, but carry on doing it because it impacts so many people. You know, you're obviously dealing with the community in a big way. Don't give up just because you haven't gotten as many thank yous as you feel you should get. Any good act never goes unnoticed. Spirit understands and knows that you're doing good. Someone is hoping to have a favorable turn of events. They want a cycle to close off. Like I said, that you're tired of fighting. In the past, you already said, no, I'm done with fighting. And you want a brand new beginning. You want a cycle to close off. And you want spirit angels, your ancestors, your angels, to come in and help you deal with depression, with sadness, with loss. Because you have been going through a mourning period. It doesn't have to be mourning a person. It could be mourning a situation, the death of a situation. There's a brand new beginning coming in for you, baby. So you don't need to worry. Don't worry. Don't spend all afternoon looking at the 3 spilled cups and totally forget that there are 2 full cups that are waiting to be plucked out and henceforth enjoyed. So don't give up on yourself, and don't look down on yourself. No, you're better than what people think you are. You're better than what you think you are. Hang in there. I feel that I need to clarify and find out more about your solution to this sadness in the morning. This is going to be messages for a couple of different people. Let's see how Spirit leads us for my dear Libras. Someone needs to get married. Someone can only be happy, can have their cups filled if the marriage comes through and they move to a comfortable place. For some person, they're sad because they're moving away from a toxic situation, maybe moving away from a Sagittarius, possibly. For someone else, you're moving from a very toxic kind of environment, which was obsessive, some sort of obsessive and unhealthy kind of an addiction or unhealthy obsession with knowing, and you're going to move towards your happiness. Don't worry. I've got a 9 and a 10. The sadness is soon going to come to an end, and the future can be faced with more hope and confidence. Some of my Libras are going to have a physical temptation that stands little chance of being resisted. It could just be being tempted to go in for those sweets and cakes when you know you shouldn't be eating sweet things. It will play out differently for each person. For someone else, I feel you've had a supernatural experience. Happiness is coming in. Come on. Happiness is coming in at the end of the day. Don't worry. Someone's coming in for you as well. It could be an Aries. Someone's coming in to bring you your happiness. Maybe someone's been waiting for a proposal, and there's an Aries or fire sign coming in who's very passionate and a good starter. You know, they're good at implementing projects. Not so sure about sustaining them, but they're good at implementing projects. But they make you happy, and they're very passionate about whatever they do. They don't do anything in half measures, and you're waiting for this person to come in and bring you your happiness. There's a wish fulfillment, a dream come true, something that's going to give you emotional and financial stability at the end of the day. So hang in there. A brighter day is coming. Now I want to get some fairy oracle guidance messages for my dear Libras for the month of November. Let's see what Spirit is saying about your situation, what advice you're getting. Spirit, angels, guides, fairies, ancestors, what does Libra need to know? What does Libra need to know in the month of November? What guidance messages do you have? Ooh, okay. Interesting. Interesting indeed. I'll share the messages with you in a moment. Just give me one more second. Let me get another message for my dear Libras. Libras are so immaculate in their appearance. They will never wear things that don't match, even if they're just going to be at home. And I know a couple of Libras, and they're always well turned out. Okay, those are too many. Let's get one here. So Libra, I feel that in the month of November, Spirit is asking you to be more self-reliant. You know that feeling when you like, oh, I need this purple outfit, then I'll feel I'm like on top of the world. I need to buy this Bentley, then I'll feel that I've arrived. And you get the Bentley and you're still like, okay, or maybe it was the wrong color. But I'm not feeling that satisfaction that I thought I was going to feel. Spirit is saying that the only thing that can fill that hole is your relationship with God, Spirit, ancestors, your star player. That's the only thing that can fill that hole. And Spirit is saying that you already have everything that you need physically and emotionally to be self-reliant. So don't just rely on other people coming through to help you. Come up with plans where you can also be self-reliant, where you can do things for yourself, and that will give you a lot of satisfaction. I feel that some of the Libras are feeling like they want to strike out in their own direction and get some things going on for them. You might be very wealthy, but you feel that you need something that gives you a sense of achievement, something that you wake up and work towards. Libra, you're being asked to surround yourself with music, party music, happy music. Some of you are instrument players, so Spirit is saying, lay down those beats, go into studio, do it remotely. If you need to write that new song, come up with that new instrumental. Shout out to my creatives. I love you guys. Love you, true creatives, because you are the mirror of society. So make sure you're making that music and all of that. If you're not an instrument player, surround yourself with good music, party music, music that makes you want to get up and go. That's going to help to ease that depression and sadness that you're feeling. For a couple of you, you're going to be making new friends. So yes, new friends have been coming into life. Do you know why that's happening? Yeah, besides the fact that you're attractive and charming and all of that. It's also because your spirituality is changing. The spirit person inside of you is changing. And that's attracting a different type of friend to you. And that's a very good thing for you. So be more approachable, be more friendly. And it is okay for you to have caring, friendly, and supportive friends around you. People who support your vision, people who pick you up if you're feeling down, people who are a mirror of who you are as well, people who remind you of your best and your brightest deeds, people who don't pull you down constantly, people who genuinely want your happiness and respect your opinions, even if they differ from yours. Raising your standards. I know, I feel like I got a slap in the face whenever I get this message. Libra, you, just like all of God's children, deserve and can manifest the best life that you can have. So you need to tell yourself that I expect and receive good things and I hold high standards for myself. You may have compromised a bit, maybe situations or life has forced you to compromise and to minimize who you really are. You're like, no, I'm being too much. Let me be happy with a little. Let me not be greedy. Let me just be humble. Yeah, humility is one thing and compromising your standards is another thing. There's a fine line between the two of them. You need to find out which side you're falling on. You already know the truth because you know the real life that you're really supposed to be living, Libra. Is that the life you're living now? Pause carefully. Answer. Yeah, I thought as much. And you can make that life that you want manifest by holding high standards for yourself and say, you know what, I want to get the cream of the crop. I want to get the best employee. I want to get the best lover, the best friends. I want to get the best house. I want to get the best marks in school. You know, you must strive for the best. You know, the people always say that reach for the stars. Even if you miss, you know, you're still pretty much way above all the other skyscrapers in the world and stuff like that. It's kind of like that. Hold high standards for yourself because you deserve the best. So stop downplaying yourself. It might be something to do with the people you've mingled with who are narcissistic in nature, in your life or your past life, and that's left you feeling that you don't deserve the best. You want to scrape out the bowl even though there's still a full tub, and you're like, no, I'm good enough to just scrape out the bowl. Yeah, we all know it's fun though, but you get what I'm saying. You deserve the best, and it's okay for you to have the best that life can offer, because that's what God wants for you, and that's the life that you deserve to be living. My dear Libras, leading us out, family harmony. Someone in the family is rubbing you up the wrong way. And Spirit is saying, find 3 reasons why this person should be loved and send love and light to them. And you start getting that bouncing back to you. And make a very important decision. You've reached a very decisive point in your life. And one of the decisions you're making is about your happiness. You're deciding, am I going to decide to be happy? What am I going to do to get my happiness? What does it take for me to be happy? The first step is choosing you, choosing happiness, because you don't choose what comes to you, what happens in your life, but you do choose how you react to it. Someone can come and try and wind up your screws and wind you up and get you to react some way and get you feeling some type of way, and you can be like, no, I'm not doing that, you know. I'm not about to be sad. No, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing sad this season. No, that's just not me. I've changed my MO, you know, and I do happiness. No matter what the situation is, I know that God's Spirit and my ancestors and my angels are with me, and I choose happiness, and that's what I'm going to go for. And take back your power. Some of you may be dealing with an Aries, and for some of you may be dealing with captains of industry, leaders of families, of branches, of organizations, and so forth and so forth. You get the picture. You need to take back your power, because I see that there's some people who are very high up who see your brightest, who see what you're capable of doing, and they want to inspire you and nurture you and motivate you and come out as sponsors, and they see you as a protege of types. So believe in yourself, see what other people are seeing in you, see the best and the brightest that other people are seeing in you, and rise in your power. Alive with confidence, I rise in the month of November. Alive with confidence, I rise in November. Alive with confidence, I rise in November. That, my dear Libras, is your affirmation for the month of November. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, please be sure to check out my details down there in the description box down below, and send me an email and I'll respond to you as quickly as possible. Do share your comments with me. Let me know how these readings are resonating with you. And be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done that. Guys, I so appreciate your support. I appreciate you being on my channel. And I love sending these messages out to you. I wouldn't be anywhere else in the world doing anything else. I love this. So I wish you so much love and light. Stay true to yourself. Raise those standards. Send love, send light. Choose happiness. Till we meet again. Namaste.